So today I'm going to be sharing a few verses about plans and how they don't always end up going the way we imagined. The first verse is Proverbs 16:9. In their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. I'm sure everyone has had plans that didn't work out the way we wanted, and I know I have. Especially during this quarantine thing, we've all had plans postponed or even canceled. Plans we were looking forward to. This summer, I was supposed to go to the beach and church camp and see two of my favorite artists in concert. But because of quarantine, I can't do that anymore. When we made these plans, we weren't expecting them to end this way. We can make our plans, but the only one who truly sets our path is God. The next verse is Genesis 50:20. So Joseph was a very talented man, but his brothers hated him and despised him because their father liked Joseph the best and gave him a lot of gifts. Joseph's brothers planned to kill him, but they decided to sell him into slavery instead. Many years later, after the brothers thought that Joseph had died, Joseph became second in command of the Pharaoh of Egypt. During a famine, his brothers came to him not realizing who he was, and they asked for food. Joseph recognized his brothers, and instead of getting revenge for treating him so poorly, Joseph gladly gave them food. When the brothers came back a second time, they realized who Joseph was. Later, after Joseph's father had died, his brothers were worried that Joseph would hold a grudge against them because of their actions toward him. They threw themselves in front of Joseph and said they were willing to be slaves for Joseph. Instead, this is what Joseph says. So this is Genesis chapter 50, verse 20. You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. So, since I was so excited to do all the things I'd planned for this summer, I was seriously bummed whenever I heard they were canceled. But even though I'm sad my plans were canceled, I've had more time to spend with God. At first, I thought this quarantine thing was going to be horrible, but good came out of it, and I came closer to God. So, I hope that you can use this message to see that good can come out of any situation because God establishes your steps despite what your plans are. God can use a bad situation to result in a positive outcome.